Scene 1, 6:57 CE. Doritos. Clotilda and Lior are sitting in the grass.
Have you brought any more of those? Oh, any more of those? What are they called?
Doritos?
Yes, Doritos. But the ones in the purple casing. No, not the purple casing, the blue casing. Not the purple casing.
Not a fan of the sweet and spicy chili?
I thought my tongue was about to burn off.
They're not even that spicy.
I like the blue, the Cool Ranch. I like that one very much.
Lior hands Clotilda a small bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. Clotilda opens it.
I like the sound that it makes. It makes a pop sound when you open it. Pop. These must be of the devil. They must be.
You're so cute.
They make my stomach hurt something fierce, but I don't care. How on earth do you get these?
Dwayne Reed.
Well, you'll have to introduce me to this Reed fellow. He makes the most fascinating snacks.
Maybe I will.
How long until you must leave me alone again?
Hildy.
Last time I didn't see you for nearly a year. I thought you had died, Lior.
I didn't mean for it to be a year.
I wish you would send a messenger. It would be nice to know of your well-being.
Hey, I'll be staying longer this time. And when I have to leave, I will come right back. It'll be like hardly any time had passed at all.
I worry about you when you're gone. I pray for you very often.
I'm always okay.
Oh, I like how it gets trapped under my fingernails. That means more for later.
Gross! Don't put your fingers in your mouth.
No. I have to be home to Papa. He probably just wants to yell at me for no reason. I already tilled the soil this morning.
Your hands are rough from the plow.
Not too rough for you to hold?
Never.
Oh, you have soft hands. Like a baby.
I moisturize often.
You're always tapping on your rectangle. I infer that doesn't cause calluses on your fingers.
My what?
I've seen you do it. Your magic glowing rectangle, just tippity tapping away.
You've seen me use it.
You're not very sneaky about it. I can see it peek out of your satchel.
Oh.
Can I try it?
It's what I used to take notes on.
How do you take notes with no ink?
It's digital.
What's digital?
I don't actually know how to explain it to you in a way that you could comprehend.
Do you think I'm stupid or something?
No. In fact, you're much smarter than most people I know.
Then why won't you show me?
Fine. But don't tell anyone about my magic rectangle, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Lior takes a tablet from their satchel. They show Clotilda.
When I tap, a letter appears on the screen. That's what this is called, a screen.
Oh, wow.
Clotilda taps the tablet a million times.
Hey!
Tap out my name.
Okay. This is how I phonetically spell it. I'm sure it can be spelled many ways.
I've never seen my name written out. I'd like to see it.
You've never seen your name written out?
I can't read.
Right.
How do you spell it?
Lior begins to type.
CLOTHILDE. Matilda. So you could probably spell it a number of ways.
So pretty.
You think?
Type out your name.
Lior. Lior.
Oh, your name is so much more simpler than mine.
I'm a simple person.
I actually think you're very complicated.
I suppose I am rather complicated.
You're like a puzzle, just waiting to be solved.
And you want to solve me?
I kind of like all of the mystery.
Clotilda kisses Lior. Clotilda!
I'm coming! Promise me you won't leave me tonight, Lior.
I'll meet you right here by moonlight.
And then we can make love under the stars.
Clotilda kisses Lior again. Clotilda!
Oh, I better get going. Don't want to get my ass reamed. I swear to God, if he makes me clean up after those goddamn hogs.
Clotilda starts to exit.
I'm coming! Jesus Christ!
Clotilda exits. Lior watches until she's gone from sight.
I hate to see her go, but I love to see her walk away.
Lior sprays their hands with sanitizer. They begin to notate on their tablet.
The air here is so clean. It's my third day being back here, and noticing that compared to my recent excursion back home, I can breathe incredibly well. A world free of much pollution. Well, there is pollution, but not to the extent that we're used to. It is very minimal. The air quality here is nothing like we've ever seen in our own time. If only I could figure out ways to capture some and bring it back. But that's not really how air works. Tildy is full of endless wonder. Her eyes are brighter than the sun. Oh, how I missed her. But I notice her skin is cracked and burned from working all day in the hot sun. Perhaps I should bring her some sunblock. Would that fuck up the space-time continuum? I mean, I've already given her Doritos, and nothing seemed to be wrecked when I returned last. And she's tried almost every flavor at her own request, and the world hasn't collapsed in on itself. Sometimes I wonder. No, I shouldn't wonder. That's too dangerous. It also might put her into cardiac arrest. I mean, if she saw a car on the street, she would freak. Or a helicopter in the sky. I couldn't. And I would lose my time license, and then probably get sent to jail for crimes against humanity, like feeding Doritos to a farm girl from 17th century Europe. I broke like 50 time rules. But I love to see her smile. Her fucked up teeth and her goofy little grin. She's so goddamn cute. Ugh! Tildy. My Tildy. I love how little wisps of hair peek from under the scarf she used to shield her head from the hot summer sun. I love the roughness of her hands in mine. I love the way she uses onomatopoeic terms. I just kind of makes me not want to leave the Dark Ages. But I wouldn't call this age dark, for it's full of light and goodness and prosperity. I would say that we live in more of a dark age back home, with a planet set in on collapse because of damage struck by human hands. But here, the Earth feels so new, so young. I wonder if... No, I shall not wonder. I must get back to my research. On the horticulture of 7th century France and Belgium, also known as Francia, the kingdom of the Franks.
657 CE. Sisters. Clotilda and her sister Madelinda are dressing for bed. Madelinda notices a hickey on her sister's neck.
What's that?
What's what?
On your neck?
Nothing.
Who was it?
No one.
It was Siggy, wasn't it?
No.
You're not even wed yet and you're already fucking like rabbits.
I haven't seen Sigmund for weeks, Lindy. He's off in tournay, remember?
I wonder if he'll bring you any presents back.
Perhaps.
So who gave you the hickey?
What?
The hickey on your neck?
What hickey on what neck?
Filthy.
Fine. But if I tell you, you must swear. Swear on Papa's life that you mustn't tell a soul. Not a single soul. Not even a toad or an acorn. Got it?
Is it Roland?
Ew! It's not Roland. Why would you think so low of me? Roland? Ugh.
Heinrich?
You don't know them.
I know everyone in our town.
They're not from our town.
Where are they from?
Another world.
Very funny, Tildy.
You asked.
What's his name?
They're not a he,
What's her name?
nor a she.
What's their name then? What do you call them?
Lee. It's short for Lior. Oh, isn't it so pretty? It's like Hebrew or something. Isn't that exotic?
A Jew?
I don't know. Perhaps, maybe. Does it matter?
Papa would never let you marry him.
Who said we were going to marry? I am betrothed to Sigmund, remember?
Where did you meet this Lior?
2 years ago, in the wood.
You've known them 2 years?
I came across them studying flowers and putting stems into little tubes, and I offered my assistance. I told them I knew the wood like the back of my hand, which I do, though they didn't want my help initially, but I wouldn't leave them alone. So I followed them. I followed them around for days until they finally gave in and let me help them collect little roots and stems and leaves. They said they needed them for research, and they thanked me, and they left. I saw them again a month later, collecting more stems and roots and leaves, and then we began to talk more and jest. And every evening for the next 2 months, I would meet them in the wood, where we would gaze at the stars. And then suddenly they left again, but returned in a month's time, this time with bigger tubes for bigger plants, I suppose. And they enlisted my help with uprooting a sapling, and they left with the sapling, but again, came back in a month's time and gave me this.
Clotilda pulls out a pendant with a yellow smiley face on it.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's very strange.
It's called a smiley face because it wears a happy smile.
It's a little jaundiced.
And they brought me strange food, delicious food, but strange from their homeland. And they sang me the most odd but beautiful melodies. And they would hold me under the starlight and brush their fingers through my hair, and we kissed. And soon, two became one. And I think I fell in love. And for a while, I thought they had loved me too. Until they left again.
How long were they gone?
A year this time. I had waited out the month like I had done before, and they had not returned. And then a second, and then a third, and then a fourth, and I grew less hopeful. And then Papa offered my hand to Sigmund, which is something I couldn't refuse. Sigmund comes from a very good family. And then last week, Lior returned, looking for me. And I yelled at them. Oh, I screamed at them, Lindy, furious. But then I melted into their arms, and they promised not to leave me again without notice.
They seem like a shifty character, Tildy.
I think that's what makes them so attractive. And they have the prettiest eyes, and their hair, it's purple. It's like a lavender blossom.
Purple hair?
I'm serious. It's so beautiful. And the way it softly curls.
Do they have purple hair down There?
No, it's a dark, wiry brown, as are their brows and armpits and legs.
Strange.
They're the most beautiful creature in existence.
What if they're the devil?
A devil could not love as they do, I don't think.
Be careful, Tildy.
I'm more than careful, Lindy.
I'd like to meet this Lior.
You can't tell anyone. You have to promise.
I promise.
Swear. Swear on your own life. On your own soul.
I swear, Tildy.
If anyone hurt Lior, I would kill myself. I would. And kill you too.
Okay, I promise I won't say a word. My lips are sealed. Locking them up and throwing the key away.
Thank you.
I want to meet them though.
I'll have to ask. They've told me they've already been putting themselves in danger by associating with me.
What could be dangerous about you?
I don't know.
They know about Sigmund?
No, I haven't told them I'm betrothed.
Then what could be dangerous?
Something far too large for me to comprehend, I suppose.
Scene 3. 2076 CE. Trash TV. Shoshana is sitting on her couch, drinking a Truly and eating some snacks. She's watching television. Their apartment is a part of a floating development in Long Island City, Queens. Most of New York is underwater.
No, don't go with Devin. Bianca is so much better for you. Fucking stupid ass. She's just gonna get her heart broken.
Hey, sis.
Sup, motherfucker.
Bachelorette?
It's the season premiere of the 100th season. It's kind of dog shit, but I can't stop watching it. How was work?
Good. Really good, actually. I just need a good night's rest on my own bed, though. Sleeping on a hayloft in barns really fucks up your back. Also, I'm due for a ripe shower. But I'll be going back tomorrow evening with even more supplies.
Boo.
I really think I might have found a breakthrough, show. I'm gonna go take a shower.
Want me to rewind to the beginning for you?
Nah, I don't really care about that shit.
No fun.
I'll watch it with you, though, but don't rewind or pause it for me.
Oh, Jennifer, you really are a butterface. She's never going to pick you over Devin or even Brad. You're just not going to get a rose. But if she gives one to Bianca, I swear to fucking God, I'll kill myself right now. No. No, Jade. Don't do it, girl. Fuck!
Show, there's no more toilet paper under the sink.
Shoshana notices the hickey on Lior's neck.
What's that?
What's what?
The hickey on your neck.
Oh,
Yeah. Where'd you get that, little guy?
it's a bruise.
What are we, 5? Tell me who you fucked.
I didn't.
It was Ginger from HR, right? I always knew you two had a thing going on.
It was not Ginger.
Greg?
It's no one I work with. Technically.
Technically.
You don't know her, show.
What's her name?
Tildy.
Cute name.
Now where's the toilet paper? I gotta take a shit.
Where'd you meet her?
At work.
But you said I don't know her. I know everyone at work.
Can you keep a secret?
Oh shit, is it the president of the university?
No.
Is it your boss?
Show, stop guessing.
Tell me.
I met her on the field.
What?
Well, when I mean I met her at work, I mean I literally met her at work. She's from the year 657.
No fucking way.
You can't say anything.
That's kind of metal.
You have to swear I could.
You get your license revoked.
Right.
Well, you know about this time shit more than I do, so who am I to judge? I just work in the marketing department. Oh, did you see our new billboard by Rockefeller? The floating one? I designed it.
It's sick nasty.
Thanks. So, Tildy,
Yeah?
you blushed when I said her name.
I like her. I like her a lot. I think I'm in love with her. Oh my god. It feels like I just lifted the weight of the world from my shoulders by telling you. You're the only person I've ever told. Tildy doesn't even know. Oh my god. Am I in love? Jesus fuck!
What is she? Is she like a princess or something?
A peasant girl. Her dad's a farmer. She's really good at identifying specific flora.
More and pretty.
Gorgeous. Something so earthy about her. She also smells like dirt a lot, but that's because she works in the dirt a lot.
Does she know?
Not really. She knows I come from somewhere else, but I haven't told her where. All she knows is that I'm a foreigner from a distant land doing research on Horcher.
How does she understand you? Wouldn't she speak like ancient French or whatever?
Old Franconian?
Yeah, that.
Digital translator implant, baby. It registers ancient languages.
Right. But what do you even have in common?
We both like flowers and watching the sunset and stargazing and Doritos.
You gave her Doritos?
Yes.
Those have chemicals in it that she's probably never been exposed to.
I mean, she did tell me she shits her brains out every time she eats them. She's very blunt. I like that about her.
Go forth and fuck who you want. Just be careful.
I kind of
Kind of what?
want to take her back with me.
Dude.
I'm not going to, but I want to, but I won't. I can't. The universe would probably split in half or something.
Yeah. You remember the scandal 71?
How could I forget the scandal of 71?
Just don't be stupid.
I won't. Now tell me where the fucking toilet paper is.
It's in the closet, stupid ass.
Scene 4, 657 CE. Young love. Sigmund enters. He is a dashing young man.
I have returned home to wed my betrothed, my beautiful Clotilda, the fairest maiden in all the land, and with her I carry a token of our sweet love.
Sigmund holds up a Mickey Mouse keychain.
A mystic amulet from a far-off land. It says, Walt Disneyland Resort. R in a little circle, Orlando, Florida. I have no idea what that means. Must be some exotic language. A blessing? Soon you will be in my arms, my radiant Clotilda, as delicate as the tender rose. Oh, there is no better wife on this side of the Rhine for Sigmund, son of Odelbert. My lips yearn for her kiss. I ache for your touch. I fantasized about these many passing moons, but soon we shall be together at last.
Lior enters with a measuring wheel. They measured the space.
Hello there! Young sir.
Not a sir.
Ma'am?
Not a ma'am.
Fair youth.
I suppose that can suffice.
Fair youth. I pray you tell me how far I am about the town.
10 miles, give or take.
Might I ask what you're doing with your barrowless wheelbarrow?
Taking measurements.
Right. Fair youth.
Hmm?
Your hair is really cool.
Why, thank you.
What is your Christian name?
I don't have a Christian name, but I'm called Lior.
I am Sigmund, son of Odilbert.
Right.
I am meeting my betrothed this evening.
You seem very excited. Good for you.
Oh, she's the most beautiful woman in existence.
I'm very happy for you, dude.
Dude?
My guy. My friend.
Ah, we are to be wed quite soon. The whole town will be in celebration.
Maybe I'll drop by. I do love parties. I must be getting back to my work. Stay safe out there. Sometimes bandits hide in these woods.
Thank you, my friend. I shall stay vigilant.
Good luck with your girl and all that.
My thanks.
Clotilda enters with chalk.
Is this what you needed?
Ah, perfect.
Lior takes the chalk and begins to trace where they measured.
Who are you talking to?
Huh?
I heard another voice.
Just some traveler passing through, going to meet his fiancée or whatever.
Cute.
Thank you for your help, Tildy. You know these woods far better than I. Without you, I'd
Probably get eaten by a bear.
probably. Hey, you know what's funny?
What's funny?
Never mind.
Okay.
I was thinking
What were you thinking?
I love this beautiful day. Isn't it just so? It's beautiful, right? The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the
Clotilda kisses Lior.
Oh, shut up!
I love you, Clotilda.
What?
I love you, Clotilda. I love you. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. Wait! Do not respond.
Lee!
Fuck.
Lee!
Oh my god, you must think.
Lee! Lee! Will you let me speak?
Sorry.
I love you too. You big stupid smarty pants.
Clotilda kisses Lior again.
You do?
Why else do you think I waited for you? Because I was bored. You are my earth, wind, and fire.
That's a really great band.
What?
I mean, me too. You are my earth, wind, and fire.
If only.
If only what?
Perhaps you could introduce yourself to my father and.
And what?
It's stupid. I'm being stupid.
And what?
Ask for my hand?
Oh.
Oh?
I mean, I would. I would 10,000 times I would. But, ramifications. There are a lot of ramifications on my end and on your end. Your dad probably wouldn't like me very much. I mean, I stick out like a sore thumb.
A beautiful thumb.
And how could I even explain to him what I do or who I am? I mean, Tildy, I've barely even told you who I am. There's so much I am keeping for you, and it's eating me away, and I am.
Are you a Jew?
What?
Is that it?
My name is Lior Ariel Cohen, Tildy.
And that's a Jewish name?
As Jewish as it gets. Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. I'm not like prejudiced or anything. I mean, I really only go to church because my father makes me. It's so boring. I was just wondering if the differences in our upbringing was concerning you.
Those aren't really the differences I'm too concerned about. I've dated my share of Christians. I've dated people from a variety of different faiths and backgrounds. My family is like super secular.
Then what is it?
I don't know how to tell you.
You're not a devil, are you?
No! No. I am a person, just like you.
Then what are you keeping from me?
You know how I told you I'm from a far-off land?
Yes, the far-off land of Long Island City. Oh, it sounds beautiful.
I'm also from a far-off time, too.
What?
I am actually born, and I'm just rounding here, about 1,400 years from now, give or take a few decades.
What?
I was born in the year 2050.
What?
I'm from the future, Tildy. Surprise! Well, I'm glad you're not freaking out.
You're funny. You're very funny, Lee.
I'm dead serious.
If you're from the future, then when am I going to die?
I'm from the far future. I don't know the exact date you're gonna die, Tildy. I'm not a psychic.
Does everyone in the future have purple hair?
Some people do.
Why would you want to travel back 1,000 years in time? Shouldn't the future be prosperous unless the end times have come?
Kind of. Kind of that.
What do you mean?
I mean, they haven't necessarily come yet. I mean, they're probably looming. Our atmosphere is beginning to come very unbreathable. So, yeah. If you're not in an oxygenated building or in a designated oxygen zone or don't have access to protective face wear, then, yeah, the end of times are looming.
Then why are you here? What are you doing with all of the flora?
Much of our flora has gone extinct, and I'm bringing back cuttings and seeds and roots to be planted in our greenhouses, and through that, cultivate and multiply that flora so we can re-oxygenate our air.
That's a lot of big words.
We need plants and trees to breathe. They create oxygen, which is a molecule.
Molecule?
A teeny tiny little particle that our body needs to breathe. And with a lack of oxygen, our bodies cannot properly function. Plants produce oxygen. Thus, more plants equals more oxygen.
Why aren't there any more plants?
Mankind has inadvertently destroyed them over the years through pollution, specifically from war. War pollutes exponentially. Sped up the climate crisis and turned it to climate decimation, and the racing of woods and forests and wetlands and grasslands, habit decimation, mass extinction, mass destruction. It's a lot of very scary factors. The future is not very pretty, but I'm trying to make it a little prettier.
Can you give me like a second?
Sure. Tildy.
Oh, I just needed to get that out of my system.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot.
Does Christ ever come and save anyone?
Nope.
I knew church was stupid.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's stupid.
So the world gets progressively worse and worse until all of the plants are gone.
No, there have been good things like roller coasters and Doritos. You like Doritos. And they're from the future. They exist in my time. Though much of it now is artificial flavoring.
If you're from a dying Earth, then
And what?
why don't you just stay here with me?
I have a life back home. I'm a scientist. My research is important. I have a sister who needs me to help pay rent. My parents, my family. I have a responsibility.
Oh,
In a perfect world, I would ask for your hand in a second.
are you just saying that?
I mean it. I truly do.
What if you take all your family back here with you and you could live in the fresh air?
It's rather complicated. We are very accustomed to a different way of living, a very different standard of living. You guys don't have indoor plumbing here yet, or electricity, and I know that's going to be a deal breaker for a lot of people. Also, it could be dangerous. Having a large sum of people from the future in the past, it could rapture the fabric of time, cause a paradox beyond belief.
How scary is the future?
I mean, it's not so horrible. It's livable if you have access to the resources.
And you have access to the resources?
For the most part, yes.
What if
What if what?
I want to go back with you?
It's against the law to bring forward anyone from the past. I could lose my license, go to jail, perhaps cause a paradox.
But what if you didn't tell anyone?
You wouldn't recognize the planet. It might frighten you.
I'm not scared of anything.
We have so many things that you would not be familiar with.
I can familiarize myself.
And you wouldn't be able to understand anyone's speech. Where I'm from, people speak many different tongues. Hundreds and hundreds of languages are spoken in my city. You'd have to get an implant
I
and
can learn.
you would never be able to see your family again. If you went with me, you would never be able to come back here.
I don't care.
I don't know if I could traumatize you like that.
You make me so happy. I am the happiest when I'm with you, Lior.
Oh, Tildy.
I want to come with you.
I don't want to break any laws and risk your life.
What if we kept it a secret?
I would need to get clearance in order to bring you forward.
How do you get clearance?
I have to ask and they have to allow it, but technically I shouldn't have told you any of this. I've already broken so many laws.
I'm really good with plants. Is that a skill you need?
I suppose it could be useful if we had someone with native knowledge of the flora we are growing.
What if you asked?
I mean,
Don't bring up any of the laws you have broken.
I
You've stolen my heart, Lior.
I'll ask.
Really?
Non-suspiciously. Maybe I can convince them that it's for the good of our planet, that your knowledge is a necessity in order to ensure our survival.
And then?
Maybe you could live in my apartment. I mean, it's a 2-bedroom I share with my sister.
My father's cottage is only 1 room. 2 rooms? Sounds luxurious.
It's actually 5 rooms if you count the kitchen, living room, and bathroom.
Even better.
I suppose I could try.
Yes.
But you may have to wait for me.
Of course, anything.
I love you, Clotilda.
I love you, Lior.
A kiss. Scene 5, 675 CE. Toyota. Toyota, a teenage girl, is picking wildflowers in the woods. She hears a crash. There is an explosion. She is frightened but curious. Shoshana enters. She takes in a breath. She starts to cough. She takes in another breath again.
Holy shit bag. What are you looking at? Oh yeah, I forgot. Stupid translator. I said, what are you looking at?
Something fell from the sky.
Nothing fell from the sky.
I told you to go ahead of me.
Your hair is purple.
Wow. Thank you for noticing. You got the memory stick, show?
I thought you had the memory stick.
I told you to pack the memory stick.
Well, I didn't pack the memory stick.
Of course you didn't pack the memory stick.
Can we just knock her out, right?
What?
No, we won't be knocking her out.
Please, don't knock me out.
Tilda said she would be waiting for me in these woods.
Is that Tildy?
My name is Theodore.
No, that's not Tildy.
It's fucking Toyota.
Theodore.
Whatever, my B.
No worries. I know where she lives. Come on, show.
What the fuck?
Scene 6, 675 CE, a memory. Clotilda and Madalinda are folding laundry. They are older.
Where the fuck is Toyota?
Last I saw her, she was out in the back.
She's supposed to be helping us with this. I told her.
She's collecting flowers for the boy she's sweet on.
Wilhelm, Siggy will never approve. He's a bastard. No wealth.
Let her be a teenager, Tildy. We both used to have our little flings.
Waste of times is what they were. We should be securing a good marriage for Toyota. God forbid if anything happened to me or Siggy, someone would need to take care of her.
What am I then?
Like you could take care of Toyota.
I could take care of my niece just fine.
And who would take care of you if Siggy and I were gone?
I'm very good at taking care of myself, thank you very much. And you and your dumb, sexy husband. And my little niece. Who cooks all your meals? Me.
You know, I heard that Gunther the blacksmith is looking for a new wife.
I'm not looking to remarry, Tildy.
I hear he's been so lonely since Rosamunda succumbed to the pox.
I'm happy in your house. I like being the childless widow auntie. I like it. I'm not looking to go and get my heart broken again, Tildy.
I'm just putting the idea out into the universe.
Sigmund enters with a deer carcass. He drops it on the ground.
We're eating good tonight.
Sigmund goes to kiss.
Darling, go rinse your hands first.
Right.
Madalinda puts soapy water on Sigmund's hands.
I don't get why you always make me do this.
It's to kill the little devils on your hands. They'll make you all sick, trust me.
Sigmund dries his hands by flapping them. He then sweeps Clotilda off her feet.
Oh, Siggy,
How is my beautiful wife?
washing your dirty under things.
And I thank you.
Did you hear that crash earlier?
Pardon?
Lindy and I heard a terrible crash coming from the wood. It sounded like something died.
Like something rather large died, yes.
I thought it was the roar of a wild beast, so I hightailed it back here. But luckily, my arrow was able to pierce this pretty doe before all that happened. Shame he'll have to cook her up for dinner, Linz.
It is a very pretty doe. Hope it's not an omen.
It's good fortune.
I'll start singing. You'll finish up laundry, Tildy?
Yes, and I'll yell at Toyota when I'm all finished.
Madalinda takes the deer carcass and exits.
Where's Toyota?
Picking flowers or something silly. She's supposed to be helping me with this.
Sigmund feels in his pocket. His keychain is gone.
Oh, no.
What, dear?
My lucky amulet, the one you gave me. It's not...
Sigmund finds there is a hole in his pocket.
It fell out of my pocket.
That's okay. It was garbage anyways.
Garbage? It was the first token you gave me. The first token of our love, Tilds.
It's worthless, really. Made of plastic.
What's plastic?
Worthless material. It's nothing, dear.
It's my most prized possession. I have to find it.
Be careful. Don't go and get yourself eaten by a wild beast.
Sigmund kisses Clotilda.
I promise to be alive for supper.
Hey, Dad.
Pretty
Theoda
wild,
sticks the flower in Sigmund's hat.
pretty wild flower from my pretty wild flower. I'll be off. I'll be home before dark.
For my pretty mother.
Theoda puts a wildflower behind Clotilda's ear.
Don't play all nice with me.
What?
Where were you?
Got all distracted by the balloons. Lost in the wood.
In the wood, did you hear
A
the...
scary noise.
Yes,
I saw it, actually.
you saw it?
I met a strange man with purple hair. They were looking for you. Said your name.
What?
Came out of the debris. There was debris and smoke. Do you think they're witches, Mom? Do you think they're devils?
They?
He had a girl with them. She wanted to knock me out. But then the other one said they had to find Tildy.
No way.
But they headed the opposite way from our house. Maybe another Tildy.
Toyota, I want you to go help your Aunt Lindy with supper.
I thought you wanted me to do the laundry.
Well, now I want you to help your Aunt Lindy with supper. After all this time. Oh, I look a mess. A mess, a haggard mess.
I've stepped on like 50 bugs. Would that cause a wrinkle in time?
No, Shoshana.
I'm tired of walking.
Lior?
Tildy?
Lior picks up Clotilda and kisses her. Clotilda pushes them off.
Tildy,
You haven't aged a day.
I told you I would be right back. Why do you...
18 years. It's been 18 years.
What? No, it hasn't. This is 6:57.
Oh, fuck.
Shoshana?
I thought you wrote to set it to 6:75.
You left me 18 years, Lior Cohen.
Fuck. Tildy!
Don't kildy me.
Listen, I'll go back and I'll fix this. I can go back and I can go backwards.
You said you would be back the next day.
I was supposed to, Tildy, I was supposed to. But then someone went and fucked it up.
Hey, don't throw my dyslexic ass under the bus. I thought your thing said 6:75, I swear.
Well, it didn't. God, I should have just done it myself. Seems like things only go right when I do it my goddamn self.
Don't yell at me.
And who is that?
My sister, Shoshana. Shoshana, Tildy. Tildy, Shoshana.
Sorry for fucking everything up.
Where's she going?
She'll be fine.
I'm taking a walk.
See? She'll be fine. Tildy.
I waited for you, Lior, and you never came back. You never came to get me.
I can go back. I can go back and fix this.
No, you can't.
What do you mean I can't? I have the power of time and space at my command. I can go back to the day I met you last.
A lot has happened since you left me. A lot. A lot. 18 years worth of shit.
Tildy.
And from what you have told me about time and travel, I wouldn't want that to be negated.
What?
I have a family, Lior.
What?
A husband and a daughter.
A husband?
I couldn't let myself become an old maid.
You got married?
What else was I supposed to do?
I told you I was coming back. I got clearance for you and everything.
You took too long.
It was an accident. It was a fuck up. I was supposed to come back the next day. I literally only saw you a week ago. It's literally only been a week for me.
It's been nearly 2 decades for me, Lior.
I can fix this.
I'm older than you now.
Not by much. What, like, how old are you now?
42 years.
I like older women. I'm into that.
And you're still 26. I was younger than you before. And now I'm older than you. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, I feel sick. Oh, I have wrinkles on my brow. Oh.
Amazing. Like, you look gorgeous. A bit more mature, but you're beautiful, Catilda. You're the most beautiful woman in the world, in the universe, in my universe.
I look like I could be your mother.
I just have a baby face. I'll have you know my mother is actually well into her 60s.
I assumed you were never coming back. I waited. I waited 3 years. And then
I literally dropped it on the road towards home. How silly.
Sigmund kisses Clotilda's cheek.
I will not lose it again, my sweet. Will you mend my pockets? I suppose I could ask Toyota. I mean, you said so yourself. She needs to get better at her needlework.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this?
A friend. A friend of mine. Just a friend.
Cool hair. I remember seeing someone long ago with hair like yours. Are you a traveler? I like it. It's really cool.
Sigmund ruffles Lior's hair.
Don't touch me.
Sorry. I'm a touchy-feely kind of guy. Where do you hail from, stranger?
Queens.
Queens. And where is that?
Across a great ocean.
Oh, wow. Worldly. You know, I have a buddy who hails from Byzantia.
That's nice. Good for you.
Oh, will your friends be joining us for supper?
They will.
I'd love to.
Wonderful. I shot a giantess of a doe this morning, so we'll have plenty of meat.
I've never had venison.
Oh, it's good. Especially the way my sister-in-law makes it. She's a real wonder in the kitchen. Got a real knack for it. Oh, boy, I'm exhausted. Maybe a quick nap before supper. Just holler if you need me, Tilts.
You gave him the keychain I gave you.
So,
I gave that to you.
you said yourself it was worthless.
Yeah, but I gave it to you.
Well, he likes it much more than I do.
That's your husband? That stupid brick of a beef case?
Yes. And takes care of me and provides. And we have a lovely little family.
Toyota, is that your daughter?
Yes.
I met her in the wood.
Did you now?
He's a buffoon.
He's very smart. He can read, you know.
So can I. I can read 5 languages.
Good for you.
Tildy.
And you invited yourself over for supper. Oh, how polite.
Tildy.
You're jealous. You're jealous of the lovely life I have. The lovely life I made without you.
We could have made that lovely life together.
Well, we didn't. We didn't. We didn't make anything.
You still...
I still what?
The necklace I gave you?
I just think it's pretty.
You kept it.
I like looking at it.
Well, I brought you another gift.
I don't want another gift.
Lior pulls a diamond ring from their pocket.
I was going to ask for your hand. It's a diamond. A flawless diamond. Look at it.
I've never seen.
I was going to get down on one knee and ask you to marry me.
Lior.
I mean, you can still think about it. I still would like that. I would like to take you back with me.
Clotilda kisses Lior.
Is that a yes?
I have a lot to think about.
Scene 7, 675 CE. Hello. Madalinda is taking a break from the kitchen. Toyota is pestering her.
Do you think Willem thinks I'm pretty, Aunt Lindy?
Sure.
Do you think he would like it if I gave him flowers?
I don't know. Probably.
Do boys like getting flowers?
I think everyone likes getting flowers.
Do you think
Do I think
do you think he would kiss me? If I gave him a flower, do you think he would kiss me?
I think any boy within a 50-mile radius would kiss you if you asked him.
Oh,
You're a pretty girl, Toyota.
I want to be kissed on the lips by a boy. I wonder what it's like.
Fine.
Just fine?
Yeah, it's okay.
Did you like it when Uncle Heinrich used to kiss you?
I suppose I did.
I want a boy to kiss me. Then I shall be a woman.
Like being
Purple-haired fellow?
my sibling.
Lior?
How you're Tildy's sister?
You know my sister?
I don't know her. I met her briefly like 30 minutes ago, but no, I don't know her.
Why are you here?
I don't know anymore. Lior wanted to find Tildy and make her come back with us or something.
Wait, my mom and the purple-haired
Yes, Toyota, keep up.
Taeda.
Whatever.
Why'd they yell at you?
I fucked up. I fucked up because I'm a big fuck up, okay? I'm a big fuck up. I fuck everything up.
Oh, I'm sure you don't.
No, I do. I always do. Ever since I was a kid, I would always fuck shit up. I was never good enough. Not for my parents, not for Lior. It's why I need their help paying my goddamn rent. I can't do shit on my own. God. Fuck.
Hey, it's okay. We all fuck up. I fuck up all the time. Yesterday I burnt dinner and everyone was so mad at me because now they only had greens to eat and I burnt the whole duck.
You did burn the whole duck.
And you were mad.
I wasn't mad. I was just hungry, but I wasn't mad.
And I'm sure your sibling isn't mad at you. What is your Christian name?
I don't have one of those, but I'm Shoshana. Show for short.
Shoshana. Pretty.
Thank you.
I'm Madalinda. Lindy for short.
You're so nice. You just met me and you're so nice.
I hate to see a pretty girl cry.
You are so nice.
Where do you hail from, Shoshana?
Far away. Very far away. Very, very far. Long Island City, Queens.
You must be tired from traveling then.
I'm exhausted. But I think that's also from my panic attack.
Toyota, get our guest some water.
Our guest?
Yes, she is our guest.
But
Please?
fine.
Thank you, Toyota.
Taeda. Tay-o-da.
My niece.
She's nice.
Why don't you stay for supper? I'm making venison.
What's venison?
Deer meat. It's very good. A little gamey, but good. Filling.
I've never seen a deer in real life.
What now?
There aren't any more deer around where I'm from.
Oh,
They all died out.
died out?
Yeah, there are no animals left.
Scene 8, 675 CE, supper time. Everyone is eating supper.
This is really good. Really earthy. So much better than the artificial meat back home. Don't you think, Lee?
It's delicious. My compliments to the chef.
Thank you.
Madeline is quite the cook. I'm so lucky. It's almost like I have a second wife.
Don't push your luck, Siggy.
Artificial meat?
Most of the animals where we're from, extinct. So they grow meat enzymes in a laboratory.
Lior stomps on Shoshana's foot.
Ow!
Oh, that's terrible. Was there a plague?
Oh, there's been this
You have a beautiful home, Tildy.
very rustic, medieval times vibes.
Show. What? It totally does.
Thank you, Shoshana.
Call me Show.
Thank you, Sho.
Pardon me. I need to speak with my sister for a second, if we can be excused.
What?
Of course.
Lior pulls Shoshana aside. They tap their temple to turn off the translator. They tap Shoshana's temple to turn off hers. The family continues to chat and eat.
No talking about our world at the dinner table.
Sorry.
At least not the bad parts. I'm trying to convince Tildy to come back with me.
You haven't told her that every species of flora and fauna, except for like human beings and cockroaches, are basically extinct?
No, I haven't.
And you want her to wait and find out?
I'm trying to get her to leave her husband, Show.
You're a little homewrecker.
I wouldn't have to be a little homewrecker if you just... No, I'm not going to get into this. Let's have a nice, civil dinner, and let's not talk about our lives.
Fine.
Shoshana and Lior turn their translators back on. They sit back at the table.
Forgive us.
Your tongue is so interesting. Tell me, what language was that?
American English.
Fascinating.
Toyota, your mother tells me you have quite an interest in flowers.
And what else do you talk to my mother about?
Toyota.
What? They're trying to steal her away, Dad.
Our Toyota has quite the imagination.
Lior had a love affair with Mom.
Toyota.
Shoshana said.
Of course, Toyota's a little snitch.
Toyota! And Lior wants to take Mom away from here and marry her.
Toyota, hold your tongue.
But you heard! Didn't you hear, Aunt Lindy? They want to take Mom away from us and put her in their large contraption and we'll never see her again.
I said hold your tongue, Toyota.
She normally doesn't have outbursts like this at the dinner table.
They're devils. They're witches.
That's enough.
Tills.
You stay seated.
I need to see if she's okay.
Haven't you done enough?
I told you.
Shut it, Toyota.
I love her. I'm sorry, I love your sister.
You hardly know her.
You
You left her 18 years ago. You hardly know her.
how do you...
I am Tildy's sister, her dearest friend. She tells me everything. And you left her. And maybe you were from another time, maybe you were here from the future, but that doesn't make a difference. You left her here and she had to take responsibility for herself. And you think you can just rip that away from her? The life that she has built for herself?
I didn't mean to leave her.
Well, you did. And you can't go back on that.
I can, actually. I can go back on that.
Lior.
I can. I have the power.
Lior, that's not ethical.
I don't give a shit about ethics.
You want to erase poor Toyota from existence?
Toyota? And what?
Because that's what you'll do if you go back 18 years. Erase a poor girl from existence.
I don't want to be erased.
No one is going to erase you, Teoda.
And what if Tildy loves her husband, Lior? What if she's moved on?
Whose side are you on, Cho?
I'm on the side of ethics.
Ethics be damned.
What would our world give her, Lior? It would be unrecognizable. No green grass, no trees, no birds chirping, just cold metal. Do you think she would thrive in that?
Why did I even bring you with me?
People do crazy things when they're in love. Crazy, terrible things. I'm trying to be a voice of reason.
You're the one who got me into this whole mess. If you just followed my specific instructions, then we would not be in this predicament.
Don't blame your sister.
For me, only a week ago did we part ways. Only a week. Maybe for her it was 18 years, but for me, a week.
Look outside yourself for just a moment.
I need to talk to her.
Aren't you gonna go after them?
They're not my responsibility. I just make things worse, right?
Is it true
Is what true?
that in your world, in the future, there is no grass, no birds?
Yes. They've all died out.
How?
Man's negligence. We had a thing called the climate decimation, and our planet was ravaged. But that's over 1,000 years from now. You've got nothing to worry about.
Teoda, apologize to Shoshana for calling her a witch and a devil.
Who but a witch or a devil could go backwards in time?
Someone with a machine that manipulates time and space. Someone who works for a financially well endowed university that runs the best research program in time science in the independent Principality of New York and the greater outlying northeastern demographic sovereign states. Time machine, Toyota, time machine.
Why do you keep calling me Toyota?
Because I find it hilarious.
It's not my name.
It's almost your name, which is what makes it funny.
I still think you're a witch.
Maybe I should turn you into a toad then.
A toad?
Poof! You're a toad.
I'm still a girl.
That's because it's not a full moon. Maybe. Maybe if you're a good little girl, I'll spare you. Maybe if you behave.
Can you really turn people into toads?
No, but it would be cool if I could, though.
You're a witch or a devil.
It would be cool if I was, though. Like, really cool.
You're
You think I'm really cool?
think you're really cool.
You think I'm really cool? I think you're really cool. You cooked up a whole deer, Master Chef.
Shoshana,
Hmm?
do you often make ladies blush when you visit the past?
I've never visited the past before this, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't even have a time license.
Time license?
You need one to be able to go back. Lior has one, I don't. Now, to answer your question, I often do make ladies blush, even in my own time.
I know we just met, but
But what? You wanna, like, kiss me or something? What?
do you have the power to hear thoughts?
No, but I know when someone's flirting with me.
Oh, forgive me.
Shoshana kisses Madelinda. Madelinda starts to cry.
Lindy,
Thank Thank you.
Madalinda kisses Shoshana.
Please ignore my tears.
Why are you crying?
No one's kissed me like that in years. Not since my husband.
Shoshana holds Madalinda's hand.
Pretty girls deserve kisses from pretty girls, don't you think?
I suppose we do.
It's my mantra.
Can I tell you a secret?
Sure.
You're a better kisser than Heinrich ever was.
Scene 9. 675 CE. Realization. Clotilda is crying. Sigmund enters with a handkerchief. He goes to dry her tears.
Don't look at me.
What's going on?
Toyota wasn't lying.
This Lior is your lover?
Was my lover. Was. Many years ago. Before we wed.
I see.
And all those years ago, I promised them my hand, but then they never returned. And I gave you my hand instead. And I fell in love with you, Sigmund. I fell in love with you.
But you still have feelings for this Lior, don't you?
Does that make me terrible? Does that make me a terrible wife? A terrible mother?
I'd say it makes you human, Tilds.
Why are you so kind and understanding? Oh,
Is that a bad thing?
no, you're such a good man, Siggy. Such a good husband. That's what makes everything so much more difficult.
Your pendant.
A love token from Lior. And I've kept it all these years. And maybe I shouldn't have. And your lucky amulet. A love token from them as well.
But you gave it to me.
I thought you would like it. I thought it was something you would like. It was colorful and cute. And all of the other girls were giving their betrothed love token. So I gave it to you.
What is Walt Disney World Resort?
I do not know.
Clotilda?
Yes.
Do you want them to steal you away? Are you unhappy here?
No. I'm very happy. Very content. So very happy and blessed.
You don't have to lie to me.
Sometimes I am unhappy. Only sometimes.
If Lior had returned when you intended them to, would you have married me?
I
You don't have to answer that.
I don't know.
How can I make you happier?
I don't know, Siggy. I don't know.
I hate to see you cry, because when you cry, it in turn makes me cry. Though your teary eyes truly are a beautiful sight to behold. You're a very pretty crier. You are. So dainty and elegant.
I have snot running down my nose.
Beautiful snot.
There has to be one thing about me you find gross.
Nope. Not a thing.
What about when I had that bout of sickness and vomited all over you?
Okay, that was a little gross, but you've taken care of me during my fair share of illness bouts, so we're even.
When When I miscarried, you helped Lindy and the midwife clean the mess. You cared for Toyota, and when I fell bad into my sadness, when I had my fits, when we lost Heinrich and our son, our little Rudy, and I couldn't speak and Lindy couldn't function, you held everything together.
As your husband, it is my duty. As your husband, it is my honor.
And you sit here by my side when I cry over a lover that is not you.
Yeah, what else am I supposed to do?
And that's why this is all too much. It's just all too much.
If you want me to leave, then I'll leave.
Lior,
How long were you standing there?
I will leave and you will never see me again.
that's not what I want.
What do you want, Tildy?
I don't know. I don't know what I want. I need some air.
Lior tries to follow, but Sigmund grabs their wrist.
Leave her be.
Don't touch me.
She loves you.
No, she doesn't. She loves you, clearly.
But she still loves you.
Why are you so perfect?
What?
Everything about you. Perfect, loving, understanding.
I don't...
Why can't I hate you? I want to hate you so bad, but you make it so hard. You, with your pleasant demeanor and good manners, with your empathy, we should be bitter rivals.
We probably have much in common.
You were the boy I met in the wood.
What?
Last week, 18 years ago for you, but last week for me. Sigmund, son of Odelbert. That's what you told me your name was. And you were on your way to meet your betrothed. Was that? Was she? That was Tildy, wasn't it?
The fair youth with the barrowless wheel. That was you.
Yes, that was me.
You've hardly changed.
Because it was only a week ago on my end.
Only a week?
She was already betrothed. She never told me she was betrothed. She never mentioned you at all. And she was already... She was the betrothed you were talking about.
Hey,
Don't touch me.
I don't understand how this is at all possible, but...
It's because I can harness the power of time and space, ding dong. I'm from the goddamn future, idiot.
Wow. You're kind of mean.
I am the highest decorated time scientist of my day. I have a fucking doctorate. Not that that means anything to you, you stupid, handsome hunk of bricks.
You're actually kind of an asshole.
That's Dr. Asshole.
Okay. Dr. Asshole?
Just look at you. You have everything. You have everything I want. Everything I've ever wanted.
I mean, I don't have Clotilda. She's her own woman.
And you're a feminist too? You're perfect, my God.
Well, she's not a prize to be won.
I don't even want to win her anymore. I don't even know what I want anymore. I've dug myself far too deep in a hole, and now I can't climb out of it. But you have.
What do I have?
The perfect life.
My life is far from perfect, Dr. Asshole. I mean, my life is hard, but I am lucky and I'm grateful. I've lost a lot. I've lost my father. I've lost my brother-in-law, 2 of my children. I've almost lost my wife and daughter, but there's so much that I still have, and I am grateful. And every morning I pray and I thank God for the blessings he has bestowed upon me. And often I want to curse God for what he's taken from me, but I don't. I don't curse God. No matter how much I want to scream and weep and rage, I carry on. Because there are other men in the village who have lost everything. So I put a smile on my face. And I do what I can to provide for what is left of my family. Because most are not as lucky as I am.
I didn't know.
Oh, of course you didn't know. You don't know me. You don't know me at all.
You're right. I don't know you. And I don't know Tildy. I am in love with a memory. I am in love with an idealized version of Clotilda, a version that no longer exists, a version that maybe never existed, a version that I constructed in my head. I'm a real piece of shit, aren't I?
I mean, you said it, not me.
I'm a real fucking piece of shit.
What are you going to do now?
Leave you and your family alone. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Lior exits, leaving Sigmund alone. Scene 10, 675 CE. Goodbye. Shoshana and Madalinda are gazing at the stars.
What's that one called?
The Big Dipper.
And why do they call it that?
Because it kind of looks like a spoon when you connect all the dots.
I guess.
I'm not the one who named it.
I wonder if the stars are really that small.
They're not. They're actually giant, great balls of fire and gas, thousands and millions of light years away. Some of the stars we are seeing, some of them might even be dead because it can take time for their light to travel to us. So, for all we know, we might be seeing the ghosts of stars.
That's all very sad.
I don't think so. I think, hey, these stars that may have died long ago, they're gazed upon by so many people and admired. They live on.
Madalinda squeezes Shoshana's hand.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Once you leave, will I be like a dead star?
What do you mean?
I will be dead over 1,000 years, much like a star. But I will remain in your memory.
We don't have to think about that right now.
I just met you and I feel like I've known you my whole life, Shoshana. Shoshana?
Fuck.
What?
It's stupid.
What's stupid?
I always thought the trope of star-crossed lovers was silly, was stupid, was just about 2 unfortunate souls not thinking with their heads on straight. But now, fuck. Am I one of those unfortunate souls not thinking with my head on straight? But now I don't know what to think about how I don't want to think about how I'm never going to see you again. I don't want to think about how you died long before I was born.
Then let us cherish this moment under these beautiful dead stars.
Shoshana rests her head on Madalinda. They hold hands. Soon Lior enters.
There you are, Show. I've been looking everywhere for you.
We're stargazing.
Come on, we should get going.
What?
I'm clearly not wanted here. We should go home.
But we just got here.
And we should get out of here before we make things worse.
But I don't want to leave.
You don't want to leave?
I don't want to leave. I've never seen so many stars, Lee. Look how beautiful the stars are. Look how bright. We never get to see them like this back home.
I don't want to be here anymore. I want to curl up on our sofa and cry and drink a shitty beer and eat instant ramen and watch The Bachelorette and yell at the TV.
What if Lindy came with us?
What?
What?
What if you came with us, Lindy? I mean, didn't you get a clearance to bring forward someone, Lee?
I mean, I did, but you what?
Come with us. Think of it, Lindy.
I
We could be together and we could be happy and we could.
I'm sorry, Shoshana.
What?
I don't want to.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Madelinda kisses Shoshana's forehead.
Thank you for seeing me.
Lior hugs Shoshana, who screams into their chest.
I suppose we Cohens are rather impulsive.
Why does it hurt so much?
I don't know. But I understand.
I fucking hate medieval times.
Hey.
I want to drink 4 beers and take shots. We should take shots, tequila shots, and get so fucking fucked up. And you can throw up in the toilet, and I'll throw up in the bathtub.
And can we order a pizza?
Party pizza?
And Taco Bell?
Oh, fuck yes, Taco Bell.
I'm gonna fuck up my stomach so bad, and it's gonna be worth it.
Oh, it's gonna be so worth it.
And we should smoke.
Oh, hell yeah, we should smoke some fucka weed. I know a guy that can get us some moon rocks for cheap.
We got a whole fucking time machine. Yo, ever want to get fucked up with, like, I don't know, Jesus?
Are we allowed to do that?
Who fucking cares? We've already broken, like, hundreds of rules.
Facts. Let's get fucked up with Jesus. See if that bitch can really turn water into wine. And if he can, then we'll have a metric fuck ton of wine. It's your girl.
Tildy?
I'm sorry, Lior.
You don't have to apologize to me. I was out of line.
Thank you for opening my mind.
Clotilda takes off her pendant. She places it in Lior's hands along with the ring.
We had fun.
We did.
I hope you find someone to give you as much as you gave me. I pray.
Thank you.
Clotilda kisses Lior's hand. He quickly exits.
I guess that's it.
Hey,
Hey.
we're gonna get so fucked up with Jesus.
Yeah. We are.
We should totally make him walk on water for us. And like raise dead people. All that bullshit. Lazarus a bitch.
Yeah. We should.
Let's crash the fucking Last Supper.
That sounds like fun.
We should do Molly with the apostles.
Why the fuck not?
I bet they really know how to throw it down.
Thank you. For what? For just always being there.
Someone's gotta.
I love you.
Love you too, you fucking piece of shit.
Let's get out of here.
As Shoshana and Lior exit, Teoda runs on.
Wait!
A flash of light and a gust of wind. Teoda watches in awe. End of play. And that's the end of the play.
Well done. Yes. My goodness.
All right. This was just totally mind-bending. I mean, I had read the script, and it was just absolutely mind-blowing. I had no idea of the impact it would have live, and that's much to your credit, very much to your credit. I'd like to introduce now our curators for the entire reading series, Alexa Kelly and Brian Richardson. They run in their spare time, which I don't think they have any, Pulse Ensemble Theater, which is one of the most prestigious theater companies in the city. It's been around for, God, decades, fully at least a decade longer than All Out Arts has been. So I'm going to turn the question and answer period over to Alexa and Brian, but a word to our audience. We will know that you want to ask a question when you raise your hand. At the bottom of your screen, there's an icon near the center of the screen at the bottom, a picture of a hand. And if you click on that, your picture of the raised hand will come up on our chat window, and we'll know that you want to ask a question. Let's try that right now. Just a few people click on that, and let's see if any hands do come up. Good. Okay, it is working. So, Alexa, if you want to start the question and answer period.
Yeah, well, firstly, congratulations, guys. Really lovely performances. Erin, did you direct it yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think we all should give a big round of applause to the actors and Erin. They're just absolutely lovely job. So I don't know if you can hear the clap, but the waves or whatever, but lovely job. I mean, yes, I think, yes.
Well, I was just going to say, I totally agree. I think the writing was really, really wonderful, and they gave it everything that they could, considering the medium we're in. And it moved. It was good.
Yeah. I think you got a terrific sense of the innocence with your actors. Your actors did a lovely job of the innocence, because it could be mishandled, and the historic figures had such a pureness about them that I thought was just lovely. And your use of the language for the past and the present, the contrast of it all was lovely. And the point, of course, being made about the environment and the planet and everything. How did you come up with the combination idea of the time travel, the environment? How did you come up with this idea?
I had been toying around with like an idea for like a science fiction play for a while, because like I've seen a couple sci-fi plays. I think it's an interesting tool that isn't utilized much in like the genre of theater. In dramatic writing, it's more so in like film or TV, because it's easier to do that with like obviously with like effects and stuff like that. But I thought it'd be something fun to explore in theater, and I was like, I don't know. It kind of spiraled into this. When you start writing something and then it kind of just like gains a life of its own. I wanted to write queer relationships that, I mean, neither of them had the most happy endings, but they didn't have sad endings. They had normal endings. Relationships end, and that's a facet of life. And maybe they ended in this very heightened sense of a universe, but they're real people, and real people get their heart broken.
Right. And I love the pureness of the hearts of the people in the past. They were not sullied or contaminated by the contemporary world, which I thought you did really well in your writing. And your performers did it really well in their presentation too, really, really well. It was very delightful to see, because you could see how that could be really mishandled too, if it wasn't read correctly. It could be really mishandled. And so it was a very, very nice job of that. The language, especially, I thought you brought all this sort of the brutality to contemporary, and I mean you echoed it through really, really well as a concept and an idea. Let me see what I wrote here. And they didn't want to leave the past to come here, really, did she? Madeline didn't want to leave because she could. Who wanted to come to a world where all the beautiful things were gone? Right. That's very nice. Did you have a hard time? Did you have a hard time, you guys, falling into the innocence of it all or not?
Would you like them to come on screen, the actors?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Sure,
that would
yeah.
be great.
Yeah. Well done, you guys. Well done.
Take
Good
your
job.
bows.
Yeah, very good job. Take your curtain call. Yeah, very nice job. Very nice job. Did you have a hard time falling into that innocent dimension, which is so alien to today? Or was it tricky for you, or did it just fall in with the language very easily for you? That's the people in the past.
Dana, why don't you go first? I saw your hand first.
I feel like Erin's writing just made it easy to do so.
Yeah.
Like it almost felt like we didn't, I know this is going to sound messed up as an actor, but it's like we didn't have to do so much work because the writing was there.
Yes. Yeah, it really is there. It really is there. That's much credit to her, but much credit to you guys too for not bringing yourselves to it, but taking yourselves away from it and becoming, this pure shell. Well, maybe you are pure shells, I don't know, but you are contemporary. And so well done that you presented this sort of innocent clone that was just there in pureness, which I thought was excellent. Excellent. So you didn't have a problem with it, any of you, right? In that sense?
I think the only thing we all had a problem with was some of the pronunciations of the names, but Erin helped us out with that because you guys can't see, but in the script they're spelled very weirdly. But that was the only thing I think that I personally had trouble with because, like Dana said, Erin did such a great job of writing the characters.
Yeah. And the idea of the translator in their brains, how did you come up with that, Erin?
It was just like a future concept. Like I was thinking about like things like Black Mirror and like Doctor Who and like technology that they use in like science fiction to like how do we explain that these people can understand each other if they're speaking different languages?
Right.
Also for like modern day Queens where they live, it's like a future version of New York where like only really like the people that can afford to survive have survived, and lots of people there speak many different languages because it's New York. So
right, we'll see. Have we got any questions coming in from? I'm not sure, guys.
While we wait on that, I wanted to say it dealt with so much for me.
Yeah,
it was time travel, love, climate crisis, missed chances, and how far you would go for what you want as opposed to what you should do, and it had all those things dealing with it in a very, at some points, very light atmosphere, and I thought that was a really nice balance.
Yeah, and all of you, the characters had a nice a growth curve and a learning curve in their development, which is very nice to accomplish in such a short play. Shoshana, how was that for you, going through your tough present woman to you know, to where you ended up in that world? Was that easy for you?
I feel like as the character, she's always had that in her, but she doesn't really show many people that side. And so it was always there, just it was just let out. It was peeked through a bit.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is interesting that you covered so many topics, Erin, and yet they all were balanced as part of a reality that we could accept. You know, the environment, the time travel, everything became quite accepting for us to accept it. It was great, great. You did a very good job with that. And all of you just bought it sincerely, and that made it really work. So, yeah, do you have any questions that you would like to ask the audience? Oh, yeah, go ahead,
There's a
Brian.
couple questions in the Q&A box I'm seeing. Should I answer those
Yeah,
live?
yeah, there are two
Yes,
questions.
yes.
Sure.
So,
So
so
from two. Sorry.
I'm not seeing them, are they?
yeah, I'm seeing it. The first one is from Hallie Friedman. Oh, Alexa, it's in the Q&A icon at the bottom.
Oh,
And she's asking, Erin, how does your background as an actress help you as a playwright?
Hi, Hallie. My background as an actress, I feel like it helps me because at least when I'm writing, I think in how is this actable? Like how can I make this
yeah.
easier for the person playing the character? Because I went to school for acting. All of the people in this reading are people I went to school with for acting. Heart school. And I it's just like what do people talk like? What do people say? How does this sound like somebody living in their body, somebody being a person? Because a lot of times when you're writing, you have to make sure that you're not like just overwriting exposition, you're overwriting
Right.
like just like you want to tell the story, but you also want these people to be like people. So
Yeah.
writing it from an actor's perspective, I think, really helps with that.
Yes,
Personally.
I think you've done a good job of that, bringing you know, it's very clearly actable, the dialogue. It's very clearly actable, and you've left out swaths of narration, you know, and you've made it direct communication with each other, which really works really well. And the other question is, how long have you been working on this script?
This is something that I've been toying with for a couple months before I wrote it. I finished it in March, like end of March 2022. So very recently.
Oh,
I finished.
recently. And
No, yeah, I wrote this very recently.
and how much has it had public readings before, or is
Oh, this is the first public reading. Yeah, we've had like little private read-throughs, but this is
right?
its public reading. Um, it was an idea that I had just been toying around with. I thought like I was actually even thinking of trying to self-produce it myself because it's very simple, doesn't involve a lot of props, doesn't involve a lot of
Right, right.
tech. Unless you really want to give it high tech, that'd be really cool. But
It's in very good shape, especially for a first reading. It's remarkable. It's
yeah.
remarkable. And I think that is because you haven't got excessive stuff in it, you know. That is the problem. It's always a case of cutting stuff out. And you've kept it really tight, the dialogue. And very easy dialogue too, to listen to, and I hope for them to speak. I think it looked like it was.
Yeah, and I'm sure there can be even more that can be cut and streamlined, especially once I'm able to get it up on its feet. Because a lot changes with the doing.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
But I'm glad to see that it's in a relatively good shape.
I think so. I think so. What do you think, Louis? Don't you? I think so. Any things that you guys think that you would that you actually had a problem with dealing with, or you actors, or any parts that were awkward for you that you thought could be slightly changed, or you were all easy with how it is? Not that I usually like to ask the actors what they felt about it when we're doing this, but I just wondered if you had something that for you just was difficult. No? Yes? No?
How so do you mean like difficult?
Difficult to be credible for you, for you to believe could be true.
I don't think there was anything, sorry, not to speak for everybody, but I don't think there was necessarily anything that was like difficult as far as like the text went. I mean, obviously, just trying to look at it from like a 657 like year perspective is obviously difficult. But like Erin always does a wonderful job of like just making things very fun. And this
Yeah.
kind of actually goes back to the question you had talked earlier about like how do you connect with these characters from like such a long forgotten, or not forgotten, but like distant time. Like she just does a really good job of like making things really fun, but like also, you know, she hits you with the not to gas you up too much, Erin, but I'm gonna gas you up. But like just hits you with like that emotional gut punch while also just having a really fun time with that.
Good. Yeah, you can see it's in the writing, which really helps the whole thing there. I for myself felt the Shoshana and the Madeline bit was a little sudden, that I didn't see that one quite happening. And maybe that's because in performance you would see it happening, and of course everybody's on Zoom, so that makes those moments that you would see that developing. I felt like that could stand to have a little more writing, Erin. That one. I don't know what you felt about it, watching it, what you guys felt about it,
I would
performing it.
to explore it more, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that is definitely something I will notate within my next draft.
Yeah.
Always, I'm always down to change things. Nothing's ever set in stone.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. 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 Good.
I think Dana wanted to say something. And you're muted.
Thank you very much. There we go. I was just thinking, you were talking about whether or not the concepts were believable. And I'm just thinking, in regards to the translator, I know that there's now a Google Translate app, I believe, where you can, like, that's part of our future. That's going to be,
Right.
you know, so it's not, you know, necessarily unlikely that these things are going to happen. And it would be really cool if there was a time machine too, you know, we all get our time license. But it's the kind of thing where it seems bizarre, but unlike it could be likely, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything is possible now, it seems.
It seems like
Oh,
once they can think of it, it will happen. It's coming.
So the question is how important was it to incorporate a non-binary character? Well, I think that's one of the criteria of the festival, actually, isn't it?
Yes, I'd like to jump in here on that one.
Yeah.
I just saw the question come up.
Yeah.
And I would like to hear Erin's thoughts on it myself. But I do want to say that for us, All Out Arts and the Fresh Fruit Festival, this is what we're all about. We are trying to, for the past 20 years, make the rest of the world understand that there is artistic life, not just artistic life, but there is a very thought-provoking artistic life in the LGBTQ community. And to extend what those letters mean. So our curator this year, who could not be with us, Dennis Corsi, really went on a mission this year to make this the most inclusive festival we've ever done. And I think he achieved that. We just finished our main stage festival, which was 10 fully staged works. And we had every one of those letters and some unimaginable ones represented in that festival, which I thought for a 20th year anniversary, it was exactly what we wanted people to see. And I said, let's continue that with the reading series. It's the end of our season. So we looked at these plays, and I had that in mind from the beginning. And Alexa and Brian read, oh, I don't want to let you know how many plays. I'm sure we made you both crazy.
A lot.
And they actually gave each play a report card, judging it on many important dramaturgical and dramatic points. And underneath all of that grading was the thought, we still have to make this a representative collection of readings. And with this play, it absolutely hit all the points. It ranked very highly in the ratings, and it hit a lot of the bases. So I was so happy to see it, and even happier now that I've heard it. Um, we have to end this in a few minutes, so I'd like to get any last questions in. Any thoughts remaining by Erin? And to kick that off, I want to say that I was most struck by the analogy towards the end of the play, the poeticism in comparing the stars that we know today, most of which are extinct, with a character in the past who is still loved and thought about and who may be extinct by the time the actual play is happening. I was very struck by that. Erin?
Yeah, very much so. It was very good.
Did you want me to answer that question for the Q&A?
Oh, if you would, yeah.
Oh yeah. It was I wanted to write a character with not a character. I wanted to write a play with a non-binary lead. Just because I have a lot of actor friends that are non-binary. I mean, Danny is non-binary. But like, and a lot of them, a lot of them would complain to me. I mean, I don't want to say complain because they're right. There aren't really many roles written for specifically non-binary actors. A lot of times non-binary actors will play binary male or female roles, and usually they'll do a great job and they don't have a problem with that, but there aren't any non-binary specific roles that are just for non-binary actors, or not a lot. And
Right.
I just want to expand the canon with like works I write. Like I want to represent people of many different genders and many different identities. I like writing, like I write roles for things I think we need more of. I like to write a lot of female roles too, because I remember when I was in school, it's still hard to find plays with like good, meaty female roles, especially things with like roles for a lot of women, or yeah. And I just want to be able to like have people feel represented in work, and I feel like it doesn't really matter what specific gender you are to be represented in something.
No, it's very valid. I'm surprised that you look to me so young. I'm surprised you wrote such a complex play. It's like it startles me that you have such good dialogue and have covered such a range of topics.
Thank you.
I'm stunned by your youthfulness. I would really have expected to see someone much older. So congratulations again for that too. Really, yeah. I think you all did a wonderful job. Thank you. You deserve to pat yourselves on the back. And thank you very much. Well done indeed. Yeah.
Okay, and with that,
Yeah.
we have reached the end of our allotted time. So I would like to thank everyone. Each and every one of you did a spectacular job. I want
Yes.
everyone involved with the reading. Please send me your resumes immediately, because we have no end of need for actors and writers and curators, as you know, and voiceover artists also. Early in our season, we do radio plays and so forth, and some of you are spectacular. The way you handled yourselves in this, I can see already the voice acting going on in lieu of movement, and that's the sort of thing we like to see. It's an extended range type of acting. So, and you are all alumni of the festival as of this point. So please join our alumni group on Facebook. I'll send you the links. It's a wonderful place to advertise yourself. There are almost 1,000 members there, and talk about what you're doing, promote yourself, talk about what you need, contacts you might want to make. it's a great breeding ground for new works. So definitely join the alumni group. And with that, I am going to say goodnight to everyone and end the reading webinar with your permission, Alexa.
Yes.
Congrats
Thank you very
again.
much, everyone. Yeah, well done. Thank you.
All right.
Job well done. And Alfie says thank you too. That he's almost in the picture.
Oh.
Thank you, guys.
Great.
Very good job.
So
well done.
We'll end this now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, don't forget to check the program book on the website and download a copy for yourselves. Okay. Good night, all.
Yes. Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Good night. Thanks again.
Night.
Good job.